A 1, a 2, you know what to do. New York. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da. See, before I started filming, and I was like, are you ready with the song?
I nearly was going to trick you out and start singing like a different song. Like New York.
But to what end? The box is up, but the battery's down. New York, New York. It's New York, everybody. If the nuance of that was lost on you in our little introduction there, I have never seen so many people in Central Park.
That's
because...
a lie.
Is it?
Yeah, we've been here during proper summer heat.
Oh, I suppose during July.
We've been here when it's been warm.
I had my eyes closed out of desperation and perspiration during that trip. But the last few times we've been here, it has been sort of biblically cold.
Yeah,
we have been
like
seeing
blizzards.
frost and snow, and this is not that.
No.
It is unseasonably warm this evening on this Friday.
It won't be after today.
No, this is the last of the good weather that we've arrived
cute.
just in time to enjoy. I did have a sort of a plaid, fur-lined jacket that I was going to wear to the show we're on our way to, but the weather said no.
Tavern on the Green.
Passing Tavern on the Green, hitting all the landmarks, but we need to catch you up. If you've somehow stumbled onto this on the internet, oh my god, hey, my name is Mickey Jo, I'm obsessed with all things theatre, I'm a critic, I'm a content creator, I see hundreds of shows every year, and this is our 12th, we both went with 12, our 12th.
That reads, I think that's right, I think last time was 11.
Yeah.
But I remember at one point we accidentally said all the wrong number, then realised it was a different number, so I don't know which one.
This is my stagey fiancé, Aeron James, everybody.
Hello.
We both are obsessed with theatre, see it all the time, travel around the world together, seeing shows. In March of 2023, we both, having grown up in love with Broadway and theatre.
But never thinking that we'd ever go.
Exactly. We
Ever.
both did a trip of a lifetime, once in a lifetime thing.
We literally arrived, we were like, 2 weeks, this will be the moment we'll always remember.
Yeah.
Won't happen again. Might be like in the long run we'll come back.
Just over 3 years later, this is now trip number 12.
Yeah.
We have made friends here. We have spent an awful lot of time here, cumulatively. I'm walking on the grass. That feels bad.
We've
And
visited different parts of the US.
yes,
And Canada.
yes, but we are here. This is going to be part one of a multi-part vlog series. Oh, they're partying at Tavern on the Green.
That's fun.
This is going to be a multi-part vlog series
One day we will go there.
depicting this is the most protracted introduction ever, our 2-week trip. I'll spare you just looking at my face repeatedly, and I'll narrate what's happening. We're walking into Midtown. We're staying with friends in Manhattan for our first week here. This is going to be a 2-week trip. We're going to see over 20 shows, mostly new Broadway openings because it's the spring. 'Tis the season, and the season is sparse. So we haven't done that much Broadway so far in the last sort of
Couple of trips,
but this is going to be a real catch-up for us, although we are starting not with a Broadway show this evening, with an off-Broadway show.
But this is fun. So anybody that watched the last trip, you will remember that we went to a press launch for the new musical Bigfoot. What's fun is this is the second part where we're now going to see the show.
Yeah, which we didn't know
we were going to get to.
No, we hadn't confirmed this trip or its dates, and
we were lucky because it extended.
Yeah, the show, it wasn't going to be possible for us to see it, and so we thought, oh well, we'll go to the press launch. We were like, this sounds fun and wacky and silly, but we're not going to get to see it. How sad. And now we are. How fun. And it's also like, not that we feel jet lagged at all.
It's the least jet lagged I think I've ever felt flying to New York.
Yeah, if anything, it feels earlier than it actually is. It feels kind of like 5 p.m. to me, and local time is 6.
Yeah, it feels really early.
Also, the caffeine in the cup the size of my head helped. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts.
It had to happen. Anybody that knows will know this was an Aeron necessity.
Yeah. Tip number 1, there will be plenty. We've said this before. If you do decide to do a show on the day of arrival, allow plenty of time, because sometimes customs can be a really long queue.
It can be horrible, it can be really quick, it can be forever.
It was miraculously short today, so we were actually having to wait for our baggage carousel.
The first trip, if you watch back to the very first vlog we ever did, we were in that queue for 3 hours.
You're serving up throwbacks today.
Because people might not know there are so many different series that you can watch.
Is the plural throwback, throws back? Yeah, there's been like, we've documented every single New York trip that we have done, so plenty of vlog content to watch as you wait for the next installment of this one. But yeah, if you do decide to do a trip on your day of arrival, leave plenty of time. This is one of the few shows that was an 8 p.m. curtain rather than a 7 p.m. curtain.
My advice would be don't choose a show that you're desperate to see and like this whole trip is for. Don't make that your first show.
Correct. Eventually,
if it's your first trip ever to Broadway, like that's a big moment. Then maybe...
But ours was Chicago.
Yeah.
I think very good chance you might be feeling jet lagged, overwhelmed, travel day, emotionally exhausted. I don't think you want to see the most important show to you emotionally on that day.
Don't see a show on your first night.
Yeah. If you have the luxury of multiple days, some of our favourite trips are when we don't necessarily. Yeah, we like chill instead. But this is very chill because we're here in plenty of time.
You could do like a tall building.
All of this building towards me talking about the tone of Bigfoot, which is a silly off-Broadway comedy musical, perfect jet lag show. We've done Spamalot before as another example of this, so that is the choice we've made, and we are en route there now, but we still have a couple hours, so we're going to go and glimpse our friends briefly, and maybe we'll show them to you as well, to prove that they exist. Also, maybe we aren't the only British theatre people currently in New York.
Maybe you already knew this.
Crossover. Yeah, maybe this is not news whatsoever, but a crossover episode is happening, everybody. How exciting. What's my speed? Power walking.
16, I was like, oh.
So fast. I am speed. Ka-chow. Heading from the southwest corner of Central Park into the concrete jungle, specifically the greater Times Square area of Midtown Manhattan. Here is piece of advice number 2. If you are walking around the Times Square area and you're trying to get somewhere at pace, the vertical streets of Manhattan are not called streets. They are called avenues. And if you go just a couple of avenues over, specifically to the left, I find, then you're going to have a much quieter time. Suddenly, the pedestrian traffic becomes an awful lot less. Oh, we're going again, says Aeron. We're crossing over. We're heading to our favourite Hell's Kitchen watering hole. It is called Holdfast, and our friends, predictably, are already there, on arrival, awaiting us to join them. Look how tall the buildings are as we walk right by them. Oh, I hit myself in the hat with my camera. Operation Mincemeat taxi ad. We're not seeing it on this trip, but it's still on Broadway. Fun fact, Operation Mincemeat continues to play at the Golden Theatre on Broadway, and anecdotally we've heard part of the reason why they wanted that theatre is because Avenue Q ran there very successfully, which we just saw last night. Yeah. Isn't it crazy that was last night?
No, that's wild.
And now we're here to do, a 2-show day is basically impossible across the Atlantic, but even it's no joke to do consecutive nights of theatre on either side of the ocean. That takes some doing. See, the vibes in Hell's Kitchen when it's a little sunny are so good because you have all of these amazing eateries and cocktail places with all this outdoor seating. People are having fun, al fresco vibes, drinking their cocktails, just having a lovely time. I brought sunglasses for this walk. I didn't put them on. That was foolish. I'm not going to put them on in the bar. It's already dark in Holdfast. Viewers of previous vlogs, I have terrible news for you. Look what has happened to our beloved The Meatball Shop. She's dead. She's gone. Oh, that's incredibly upsetting. Gone, but not forgotten. Forever, meatballs in our hearts. You want to know what New York is, what Manhattan is? It is culture, it is diversity, it is Broadway, it is walking down this street feet away from a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star. This is too far. Where are you going? It's that way. We don't want to go this way. As she walks to the Broadway show that she is starring in. Sometimes that just happens.
But Mickey might have said that slightly too quickly. As
is she still here?
I think she was in, like, right next to you.
Oh, she's over there.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star.
I think she's so good at it.
She knows who she is. It's fine. This is New York. People will tell you who you are by yelling at you on the street. Happens to me surprisingly often. Holdfast can be found here on Restaurant Row. A great many restaurants, bars, eateries, hangout spots, can be found here. We have sampled but a few of them because we'd like to go back to our faves, which we're about to do right now. Walking into Holdfast, walking into Holdfast. B-roll of the fries, B-roll of the fries. A few fries and a little pre-show conversation later. Here is our obligatory first moment in Times Square. It's Aeron and Kate.
Hello.
Kate could be seeing any Broadway show this evening, but they are seeing The Lost Boys for visit number
7.
They've had how many previews?
Yeah, more than 7.
More than 7. Less than 14?
No, more than 14.
Okay, you've seen less than half the previews.
I've seen way less than half.
Oh, you're barely a fan. Oh my god. Anyway, this is
Two strangers.
the sensory overwhelm. Oh, Two Strangers poster. What a great corner that is. Yeah, Hades Town, and then alternate universe Hades Town. This is the vibe of Times Square. For those of you who have not yet visited, much is going on. Much is happening always. Listen, the group hang happens wherever the group hang happens. Sometimes it's at a bar in Hell's Kitchen, sometimes it's in the queue for The Lost Boys, because Kate was seeing The Lost Boys yet again this evening. Kate has become fixated on those Lost Boys. We see it next weekend. Very excited to be going to see a press preview. We think they've just kind of frozen the show. It's been changing a lot in previews, but put it out of your minds because that is not going to be in this part of the vlog. For now, we are heading to go see Bigfoot off-Broadway show downstairs at New York City Center, a venue that you may associate with encores, big auditorium, big stage. This is not that. This is downstairs, little intimate space.
Although it's not the one that we've been in before, it's a bigger space than what you're thinking.
That's true, because we were there for We Had a World, but that was one of the other...
That was a different space. It seems like it's more like another palace size.
which I'm intrigued to see.
It's like raked seating and then a stage.
Yeah. Great cast. Gray Henson starring as titular Bigfoot in a musical set in the fictional town of Muddirt.
Yeah.
Double D in the middle there. Muddirt. And I'm excited to go on that journey. It may be mid-April in Manhattan, but we still have festive advertising for the Book of Mormon. Passing Rockefeller Plaza, or the Rockefeller Building, whatever it's called. Passing Rockefeller. Heading up past Radio City Music Hall, home frequently of the Tony Awards. Has it been confirmed? Are they there this year? Has that been confirmed? Hosted by Pink, possibly flying through the auditorium, possibly with the Lost Boys. Much to be confirmed. Here is another little New York walking hack, as a traffic dispute is ongoing behind us. This is called 7th and a Half Avenue, or 7.5th Avenue.
Yeah, 7.5 Avenue.
That connects in the upper 50s between 7th and... Oh wait, no, 6.5. Yeah, because we're between 6th and 7th. But it's got little crossing points, sort of like Pelican crossings basically, where you can cross at your whim. It allows you to quite speedily pass up through the streets, up towards New York City Center, which is in the upper 50s. I want to say I think it's on 55th. Aeron thinks 58th, but we're just muscle memorying it.
No, it's obviously lower because this is 53rd.
I think it's 55. I just had that in my head for some reason.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Also, this restaurant always has my name, and I eyeball it every single time. And it brings you out perfectly to New York City Center as we continue our tour of the Manhattan skyline.
It goes on up.
It goes further. Yes.
55th, it is 55th.
Yes, you've seen us visit New York City Center before. We usually go through those main doors over there to go see an encores or gala presentation. This is where they're doing In the Heights later this year, and oh, how we hope to be back. But just through the left is the box office for the downstairs off-Broadway spaces, the Manhattan Theatre Club entrance. Manhattan Theatre Club also operates the Samuel J. Friedman Theatre as their Broadway space, but they have off-Broadway stuff going on here, including Bigfoot, the poster for which you can see just there. We're going to go pick up our tickets from the box office and then head down to the town of Muddirt. Also, I am suddenly, and perhaps as a result of our walk through Central Park, experiencing acute symptoms of hay fever, which is fine, but if I seem teary, as the vlog is ongoing, it's not necessarily because of the emotional impact of Bigfoot the Musical so much as seasonal allergies. Although who knows? Maybe I'll cry at Bigfoot and it's both. Maybe it's both. You excited about Bigfoot?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm excited about Bigfoot. We're going inside now. We have headed down the stairs to the stages down here, and we have a little merchandise booth. You can get the very vibrant artwork window card there. You can also get a mud dirt sweater, but look at the socks. Look at these fluffy Bigfoot socks with the title treatment and Bigfoot himself to be spotted quite easily in the fluffy socks there. We've also got a t-shirt on which you can proudly advertise that you spotted Bigfoot at City Centre. Lots of other trinkets as well. We have apparel, we have water bottles, so many things here. This is fun. Fun merch design by Creative Goods. Here's some of the other little bits and pieces as well. We've got a magnet, we've got a Money Is My Daddy baseball cap, we've got a water bottle that says regular, degular, unpoisoned water, and some little pins and trinkets here. We do have some featured cocktails here. You can get the Muddy Rock Slide, which of course is vodka, cold brew coffee, Irish cream, and dairy-free chocolate. You can get the Monster Punch, spiced rum, white peach, elderflower, lime, and orange, that would be me, or the Moonshine Flight, all smoky moonshine, apple pie, blackberry, and strawberry. Great choices, unique, and it feels like it tells you something about the identity of the show. That's what we like with these. And here we are in the room, this one tier, sort of wider than it is deep auditorium here, which is giving me like theme park, like little room that you got like Carousel of Progress.
It's really cute.
Maybe kind of a vibe. Not that I've actually been to the Carousel of Progress, but this is what I anticipate it looking like. The pre-show setup is this cute little diorama, presumably of the town of Mud Dirt, the much talked about town of Mud Dirt. This is our stage light program. And inside, because some shows are still doing these, even though they have been largely discontinued, we do have an understudy slip, because the roles usually played by Katerina McCrimmon and Jason Tam are played by different performers this evening. Very exciting. Mud dirt, mud dirt, mud dirt, mud dirt. Ellie's here! It's Ellie Talks Theatre, but in America, where they also have theatre to talk.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow, what a cultural stereotype. My gosh. It's fine, it's your first time here.
Here we go.
You're not frequent visitors like we are. We just got out of a joyous little 90-minute evening at Bigfoot. You just saw Maybe Happy Ending.
I did just see Maybe Happy Ending.
We're going to be talking about this all evening.
Oh, we will.
But my goodness, are you having fun, Ellie Talks
Oh,
Theatre?
I'm having the best time. I have not seen a bad show yet.
Good.
The thing is,
That's what the first trip is like.
I can't believe I'm
Give
going to
it
say
time.
this. When the weakest show of the trip, not counting like the concert thing that I saw, which I'm like, you know, give that a bit of grace. Like when the weakest Broadway show I've seen is Ragtime, you know we're doing well.
Oh yeah.
You know we're doing well.
Yeah. We've had trips like that where it's just like everything bangs. But yeah, we're gonna go. Guess where, everybody? Back to Holdfast to gather together. As this is what happens, a bunch of people who have been seeing different shows will eventually come together, and we will drink cocktails and talk about them. And that's what we're gonna do now. But with Ellie here, yay! Ellie's been here for like a week. as you will be able to see in Ellie's content on your channel. You vlogging this?
I am vlogging this.
Yeah.
What format, we don't know, but I'm vlogging it.
You're vlogging it, you're talking about the shows.
Yep.
So if you want to know what Ellie's been thinking of all of the shows, some of the same shows as we're going to see, some different.
Some that I've seen earlier and therefore changes will have been made.
Yeah. So you can go and
Cough,
check out
cough,
that.
voice.
You can see all of that over on Ellie's YouTube channel at Ellie Talks Theatre. But in the meantime, we're going to go and chat about all things thus far over at Holdfast. We are allowed to cross. This is how you cross the streets here. We have so much to teach you. The vibes are vibing here at Holdfast. This is the socially acceptable, and it is. She's a lockdown era beverage. This is the Shirley Temple, the first of many. And also tacos. Look at all these limes. How exciting! It's tacos, everybody. Walking back up to go to bed because it technically feels like 5 a.m. to our brains, and assuming that this can only be for a premiere event for The Devil Wears Prada 2, with the big 2s there behind this truck. If you'll recall, on one of our previous trips, this is where they had the Wicked for Good premiere, and this appears to be a big sort of tent structure they've created there.
When you work for Runway too.
The Devil Wears Prada again. Bye-bye, train that brought us here. Good morning, everybody. No, good afternoon, just about. Moments past noon, we have arrived in Melbourne, in New Jersey, to see 1776 at Paper Mill Playhouse. But first we're going to the reopening of the Carriage House. First time we ever came here.
We ate there.
March 2023, we ate at the Carriage House.
Before Hercules, and it was like a themed meal.
Little restaurant adjacent to Paper Mill. It's still a lovely day. It is still objectively too warm for me to be wearing a jacket with like a furry lining. But excited to be here and see a teeny little bit of regional theatre. Look at this. Look at this. We love that. We love to see it. Home of Paper Mill Playhouse. Aeron was reminding me that last time we were here we saw groundhogs, which is very exciting. Oh, this tells you how to get to Paper Mill Playhouse. Yeah. This is Gen and Trevor, everybody. Hey! On the walk from the station to Paper Mill Playhouse, you get scenic views just like these. And I will catch up with Aeron and our friends. We're seeing, part of the reason why we wanted to come and see it today specifically was because this event was happening and a lot of our friends are going to be there, which is exciting. So yay. Yay for theatre and friendship. This is our fourth time at Paper Mill Playhouse. We saw Hercules, we saw the first preview of The Great Gatsby, the one that's currently on Broadway, and then The Little Mermaid. This will be our first time seeing a revival here, which is fascinating because that's kind of the stock and trade. Look at this. Look at this sign. There you go.
You can see from here the change. It's moved the whole front.
Oh! Yeah, they've done a big old refurbishment on the building, which is what we're coming here to celebrate. But yeah, revival's kind of the stock and trade of regional theatres like this. And yet we've only ever... Oh no, I guess Little Mermaid was a revival. Yeah. Okay, this is the second time then. This building is definitely different. This is definitely different here. We've got the poster for 1776. I love this photo op every time. This little... I don't even know what you'd call this. Little clock thing on the front here. Aeron is ushering me in because we have to get to this event. We are signing the Declaration of Independence as British people. Which I feel like voids the document, but it's fine.
It's actually the declaration of the new Carriage House, so...
Then that's perfect.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at the star close up for the vibes.
We're getting some punch up in here. This room is absolutely gorgeous. The restaurant we walked through to get here is also gorgeous. Eating this cheese. This is the, I guess the declaration of the new Carriage House reopening, April 18th, 2026. This is also, if you don't know her work, Peak Katie Oxman, who is hosting this afternoon's soiree. Aeron's trying a 1776 themed old-fashioned. This is the punch, which is white rum based, amaretto, molasses, all things that would have been available, and some of which are sung about in 1776. I know there's a song called Molasses to Rum. I don't know how it goes, but it is exemplified in this cocktail. I've also just noticed these pastries. I'm gonna grab one of these pastries.
Paper Mill Playhouse has a very rich theatrical history of its own. This whole sort of area that we are was built in 1935 and opened on November 14th, 1938 with The Kingdom of God, a play by Martinez Sierra. In the 1940s, Paper Mill was very well known for operettas and straight plays, and then in the 50s, musicals joined the ring and the scene. In 1965, Paper Mill's production of The Glass Menagerie moved to Broadway. Wasn't the last to do that either. Fred Ebb made his directorial debut here when he did a revival of Cabaret in 1969. Stars that have performed here, the list is like 1,800 pages long. To name a few, Jane Fonda, Pearl Bailey, Liza Minnelli, Cheetah Rivera, Carol Channing. This little guy named Patrick Swayze danced in the chorus of The Music Man here in 1974. I don't know if you've heard of The Devil Wears Prada, but Anne Hathaway was featured here at the Paper Mill's New Voices concert in 1997, and I believe she won an award here and really did get her start here too. In 2011, Newsies made the world premiere here, which then moved to Broadway, and you've heard of it now. And in 2016, Paper Mill received a Regional Tony Award, which you can all see in the lobby on your way in. And this is what you all signed. Nothing scary, what I'm about to say. But I hope that today can be a celebration of doing the brave thing for the good of the people, of looking in the future with optimistic eyes, and to celebrating all of the artists, past, present, in this room, and future, who make the world a better place. So, cheers.
I feel like I showed you the proximity on the way in, but this is the upstairs carriage house space that we're in right now, little function room, and that is the theatre out there. So we don't really need to head out until moments before the show is going to start. Although I do want to go and investigate whether there's merch, whether there's further themed beverages. Okay, we're getting ready to go in, and as you can tell from Gen's impromptu choreography, there's marching band music playing. That just unlocked something in him. Wow. This is fascinating to explore. We have some little plaques here about the foundation of Paper Mill Playhouse. There you go. Further to the history that we learned upstairs. Passing the aforementioned... Oh, my view has been blocked by a tourist. There we go. It's Aeron James. The Regional Theatre Tony Award. Look at that. Not often you get to see a Tony Award in real life. Look at all this merchandise from prior Paper Mill Playhouse productions. Look at all these magnets, trinkets, badges on display there. We have some great Gatsby stuff lingering up the top from its time here. We have copies of the Gettysburg Address, the Declaration of Independence. I assume they're copies, otherwise they're wildly unguarded. Nicolas Cage could have off with that very easily. And we have, look at the button up top on this, that's quite cute. 1776 apparel, window card, and Paper Mill Playhouse specific merch over the other side. There we go. The show is about to begin, so you're about to go away in my bag, but we are at the back of the orchestra here in row V, seats 109 and 110. This is, once again, the program. I am not yet holding a playbill on this trip, but I am holding an informative program as I look out to the gorgeous... Do you know what I love? I love a set that's a room on an angle. I love it. I enjoy it very much. We have been told a little bit about what to expect from 1776, but for the most part, I don't know it at all. So this is going to be very intriguing, very exciting. We'll see you again in the interval. Intermission. Intermission. I'm doing a terrible job of code switching. I just said interval. I'm at 1776. This is not the place to be British. Aeron James.
Hello.
Aeron James. This is our first intermission of the trip.
I can't see.
Because last night didn't have one. We're in the intermission of 1776. So thus far it's only... I was going to make a maths joke, but I can't do it that fast. 888. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good job. Good job. There you go. I've retired. That's not what I do anymore. Yeah, so, except it's not, because I think specifically it's like a really long first act and a minimal second one. Someone told us that the day. We were also told beforehand, which is true, that there's like half an hour of this that is entirely one extended scene with no music, which is a fascinating thing to encounter in a musical. I would say the music style is generally sort of Gilbert and Sullivan operetta-ish.
Yes, which makes sense because the set designer has worked a lot in opera.
Oh, I love the set.
Yeah.
Set's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it's very classic.
It's very classic.
If Hamilton is like a subversion of, not a subversion, if
It does feel
Hamilton's
like in that Rodgers and Hammerstein at
yeah. If Hamilton is like sort of taking the sound of today and the diversity of America today, portraying it then as it is now, this is the opposite of that. This is very classic, very traditional, powdered wigs, and all of that, and lots of banging canes on the floor. But I'm enjoying. I'm glad to have seen it because goodness knows
It's never done in the UK.
we won't really have a chance to see it in the UK. And are you feeling like the villain? There was like one line where it was about Englishmen to be an Englishman, and I was like,
I mean, not really.
No.
But I do feel like maybe that's just...
especially
the
right
era.
now, but it also hits different right now,
Yeah.
is the thing. So there's that as well, which there was a line in there as well that resonated, and I've forgotten already what it was, but it was to do with like what we would create and the implication. Anyway, there's a lot of things in this current moment to listen to this material. There's a lot of things that just hit your ear and you go, anyway, we're going to go see the rest of the musical now. Before we do, though, I didn't show you that much of the carriage house, and here it is. You can see some of the original architecture there, and then the newer stuff here, but the interior is all beautifully refurbished. It is staying inside. It is a pre-show restaurant that you can come to, whether you're here for an afternoon or an evening performance. We're taking a look at the company and figuring out who we know beforehand. I realised halfway through Act 1 that this was Elena Shadow on stage, and that we had seen her in The Light in the Piazza in concert in London. Back in the auditorium, ready for the second act, and you can see the closed wall version of this set. We were all saying how much we enjoy the set design. I like a set with walls on a corner. I like a little diagonal towards me. I find it fun. Someone ought to open up a window. We're back in Manhattan. Let this be the sign that you can do a matinee at Paper Mill Playhouse and make it back by just before 6 p.m. And that was a 1:30 show. If you're going to try and do a 2-show day between states, technically, then like give yourself more flexibility. We've been on that train before and it's got stuck. It was real busy today. People are coming into New
Yeah,
York.
weekends are maybe not the choice.
No, famously a city where a lot of things happen. Popular place to be.
Oh yeah, Sundays. Do you ever say Sundays might be a good option?
Yeah, which I think is what we've done before. But I don't think I've yet told you that after 1776, which I surprisingly enjoyed, actually, more on that in a moment, we are seeing an 8 p.m. show this evening, a little musical called Six. Which
British, we're doing British history next.
I'm calling a 2-show day of 1782. It was the only way to increase our score. It was the only way to get more points was to go see
Another number show.
Six. So yeah, having a full historical musical day with plenty of time in between. Got ages. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed 1776. Incredible performances. Surprisingly not like dusty material.
No, I expected it to feel a lot more like...
Dry.
Yeah, and old and like more bits of book where
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, how is this?
I thought it was compelling. The first act reminded me of This House by James Graham.
Yeah.
And the second reminded me of Kyoto and the musical Suffs. But it's so much about... It is not about America, really. It's about the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and that is a very specific individual window of time. It's about how that came to be and the obstacles that were navigated and
How
overcome.
to get everybody to agree to sign it.
Yeah. Now we're going to a Mexican restaurant with our gay dads, who are the same age and barely older than us. But it's fun. It's called Arriba Arriba. We have been here before with, I was about to say other gay parents, other gay friends of ours. And it's a fun time. Over here in the very hip and happening Hell's Kitchen. We're sitting outside because it turns out there's other people in New York this weekend. I don't know what that's about. But we got, I was going to say frozen margaritas, but they're not. That's just ice. That's how drinks work. We got margaritas on the rocks. This is the La Mama size. That's my hand for scale, just to give you an idea. Mine is blueberry. It's a new flavor. I'm fascinated by this. And we have enchiladas on the way. We're all eating actually, the enchiladas sweet sauce. Mine have the shredded chicken. We ordered extra chips to the table and this really weird thing happened. They brought 4 shots. I don't know how that happened. We're gonna do, yay.
I can't remember how we do these.
Millennial boomerang.
Salud.
Okay.
Drink, salt, lime.
That's still a good amount.
Good amount. Ooh. That was nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. Leaving our table at Ariba, which was there on the street, I will say, challenge of eating on the street on 9th Avenue is gay people you know will just be walking up the street.
That was cute. We're going to say hi to a friend.
Yeah, not a challenge. Lovely to see you. But gay people you know will stop and say hello.
Also, we've learned how to order a margarita that's good.
Yeah, I loved my margarita.
Me too.
And we had shots, which you definitely can't tell from my current demeanor.
We should have recorded us having shots.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. I'm prepared. I'm a professional. Yeah, sometimes I feel irresponsible if I have a single drink before a show, but tonight we're going to see Six, and I've seen Six 20-something times, and I'm not reviewing. We're going to have a nice
And
time.
also for our adult friends.
Yeah,
We're showing some places that are really cool to go to that serve drinks.
yeah. Go to Ariba, order the margaritas. They're fantastic.
Yeah, the enchilada's great. It's a great pairing.
Exactly. Heading downtown towards the Lena Horne Theatre, where Six is playing. Six! We've seen it twice before on Broadway, and I've seen it many more times in London.
Film curtain call.
Yes, you can now film curtain call, because people have been. People have been posting Mega Six. So you can now, that's a good point, Aeron James.
Well, we'll know, because as soon as I say, get your phones out, we'll be
Yes,
like,
either it's the line or it's not. Yes, good point. And also, no, we did not just go to a gay bar en route to Six
But
and have an additional drink.
Hilarious moment. Me thinking, oh, this is somewhere I've never been to before.
We'd been there 20 minutes. And I'd already had a conversation with Trev at the bar to be like, yeah, Aeron and I have been here before.
Yeah.
We came here on our last trip to see a drag show.
It's amazing.
Flashback to the last vlog, I can do this too. When we're seeing an amazing, very theatrical drag show at Verse.
I will say, it's amazing how different a bar can look and feel, because the bar and the vibe that when we went to that show compared to what it was just, I would have believed there were two separate places.
Do you know what's
in
happening
the
here?
layout.
Do you know what's happening here is last time we were in town and Ashley was like, we're at Verse, come meet us at Verse. I was the person in charge of finding Verse and Aeron was along for the ride.
Yeah.
Which is why when we were going to Verse, I was like, oh, we've been to Verse. And you were like, I don't know what that is.
To be fair, that time as well, we were literally rushing. And we just kind of went in and there were loads of people and we were just trying to find Ashley, so I was on the I'm finding Ashley mode.
Anyway, rumours are spiralling that we've had another drink before going to see Six on Broadway.
I'm excited. This is the show we have seen like nearly the most together.
I think we're in the perfect vibe. This is exciting. This is our third time seeing it on Broadway. Many more times in London. We're seeing the new cast, some original
Yay.
Broadway cast members who we never saw.
No, because we were definitely after they'd left.
Yeah. Adriana and Anna, some brand new cast members,
Who
some
we've seen
exciting
in
people.
different shows.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
And friend Dylan Mulvaney, very excited to go see and to go support. And we're passing, oh my gosh, the hotel we stayed in on our very first trip. That's the frontage. Up there, we stayed somewhere up there, the Civilian Hotel. It's a sort of a stagey hotel. If you're looking for a hotel in New York with a great location that embraces its theatricality, the Civilian's a great option. Putting it out there.
Yeah.
There it is. As we head over to, and I remember from the Civilian we could always see it was Leopoldstadt at the time
Yeah.
that was at the Longacre and the Walter Kerr and one street down from that, when we go that way, you'll find the Lena Horn.
Being so close to everything on our first trip was really handy to start to get to grips with it.
I maintain this. If you're planning your first trip to New York, stay in a hotel in Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah, like
People say it's loud. It's not. It's not. They all have noise cancelling. It's not loud. You're high up.
Yeah, you learn the advantage of actually being high.
We've done a couple of them. Civilian was great. Margaritaville was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I loved Margaritaville because it gave resort vibes.
Yeah.
So you
It's
felt
relaxing.
like you were like on a big holiday that was very like relaxing and like tranquil.
Yeah.
And that was great to kind of counteract New York.
Yeah. I feel like I seem inebriated. I'm not really. I'm just chill. I'm just having a nice time because it's been a very stressful lead up to this trip and we're relaxing. That's what it is.
We just feel like we're on holiday, which sometimes coming to New York, no, always it is when we see our friends and stuff, but I think sometimes because we're so used to New York, it doesn't feel like a holiday.
I could have had a second margarita. I didn't. And that I think we should celebrate. Actually, I think that should be applauded. We are crossing over past this giant ad for Magic Mike Live, if I may say.
How's it Copacabana?
Yes, the former Copacabana. Oh, thank you. I met a friend. We're heading over. The Lena Horn doesn't look like much right now, I'll be honest, but it's there.
Oh yeah, she hidden.
Yeah, we're heading to the Lena Horn to go see Six. We'll show you more once inside. We are inside, we have just scanned our tickets and we are looking at the merchandise. There's some classic items, there's some new items as well. We've got a very sort of rectangular tote bag here, but we've also got a cute little backpack. I have never seen this before, a little purple velvet backpack. Aeron has already gone over to the merch booth. I am assuming he wants to buy this pin. And based on the silhouettes here, I think this is the original London cast because that hair looks like JJ and it looks like Lexi as Aragon and Cleves. We have the I'm the Queen of the Castle tee, sorry, not sorry, with the appropriate pins. We have a cute little crown headband. We have another 6T here. Again, it looks like the original London cast. We have this little baseball style shirt here, another tote bag. This is a blanket you're seeing here in purple.
To get it out.
You got the pin?
It's a fruit pin. I want to get the costume pins because they're also in the UK, so I'm like, I can get them whenever.
Okay.
But
he got the group pin, the Queen's pin.
I can't believe it's the London Girls.
It is the London Girls.
COG.
You can tell because of the silhouette.
It's, you know, it is JJ and it's Alexia, where it's like. It's
That's what I said. Many more merch items here. You can get more pins. These are the costume pins Aeron was just talking about, as well as the ones alluding to the songs. We've got a souvenir brochure. We've got little key rings here with crowns and boots and all sorts. This is the New York merch, alluding to subway lines. Very, very fun. And you can see prices of everything right here. The Royal Merchandise Collection. That thing you're hearing is fans because Yas Queens. We have multiple themed drinks here at Six. Today's special is all you need is sangria, red or white wine, orange liqueur, ginger ale, and juice. We have some more themed beverages just through there as well. I can't read them, but I think you can. Pause your screen if you are curious. They have some new cocktails I have never seen before. They had a Piccadilly Punch and a girls' night with a K. That's cute. Piccadilly Punch, Aeron.
That's fun.
I know. And here we are. We are in the Lena Horn Theatre in row M, seats 104 and 105. Aeron James getting the playbill shot. This is our first playbill of the trip, everybody. Woo! And my regular reminder to see your ushers. Even if you know where you're going, you got to see your ushers because they will give you the playbill. And they will let you know which aisle to go in via, which row you're sitting in. They will help you and they will give you the complimentary playbill. You get a playbill with your Broadway ticket. If this is your first time on Broadway, you may not know this, you don't have to pay for playbills. They are free. That sound you are hearing is the Six pre-show playlist. You're currently hearing Sorry, Not Sorry. I love this pre-show mix. It's so fun. It is sort of baroque sounding covers of pop songs pursuant to the vibes of the show. Very excited to be seeing Six. Let me tell you who we're seeing today. So we are seeing We don't have Adriana Hicks on as Catherine of Aragon, but we have Lauren Adams, we have Dylan Mulvaney as Anne Boleyn, Jasmine Forsberg as Jane Seymour, the star that she is. Anna of Cleves will be played by Olivia Donaldson, Abigail Barlow as Catherine Howard, and Anna Uzele, original Broadway cast member, is Catherine Parr. There you go. Cannot wait to see them all on stage. I'm hyped. I'm very hyped.
It's so wild to me that the first time I saw this was at the Arts Theatre.
First time I saw this was in an inflatable cow.
Yeah, you had the better one.
I win.
I still am gutted I didn't go to the concert version.
I love these. I wish they would update these more often.
I know.
What's happening?
We'd like to ask for just a couple more minutes of your time and for your help. So across the theater community right now, shows are coming together to welcome donations for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS.
Now, this incredible organization helps people nationwide receive life-saving medications, healthcare, nutritious meals, counseling, and emergency financial assistance. And their reach extends to hundreds of service organizations in all 50 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico.
Broadway Cares also supports the Entertainment Community Fund, which provides a safety net of social services for people who work in entertainment, on stage, backstage, and behind the scenes. This includes programs like the Friedman Health Center and the Phyllis Newman Women's Health Initiative.
And in times of crisis, your support helps provide emergency humanitarian aid across the U.S. and around the world.
So here's how you can help. On your way out, you're going to see some of our Royal Volunteers holding red buckets. We accept donations of all kinds, so cash, loose change, the deed to your home. We also accept tap to pay, and we have a QR code that you can scan on your way out.
And as a little incentive to give, we're selling signed playbills for a donation of $60 or more. These have been signed by the whole cast.
Every dollar truly makes a difference. You guys, if I'm not on Broadway, I am probably poor, and so this means a lot. And honestly, if everybody in the whole audience just gave like $2, we would have a total of...
It would be $2.7 billion from this audience alone.
That's exactly the math.
So thank you so much for helping us provide meals, medication, healthcare, more. Happy Saturday, everyone!
Loved.
Yeah.
What a two-show day.
Yeah.
I love
fun
that.
pairing.
In
Really
my
fun
mind,
pairing.
I was like, this will make perfect sense. And when you really sit down to both shows, nothing similar about them whatsoever.
But I think actually they're a great compliment to go
Yeah.
from that to this.
The best
That way
two-show
round,
day
that
offers
way
you
round.
diversity.
Yeah.
That way round, correct.
Correct.
But like, in my head, it would like make thematic sense, and truly, you just don't think about it.
No.
So on
Six is
paper,
just such a good vibe.
perfect. Can recommend doing 1782.
Yeah.
Stage door is popular here currently on this street. The Ballisters playing at the Friedman. Joe Turner's come and gone, playing down here at the Barrymore.
Where the Ballisters was.
Yeah.
For some reason I forgot which was at the Friedman and which was at second stage, but that's making sure.
We're here at the Lena Horne. Had a great time. It was fast.
I was thinking this.
It was fast.
That's the quickest I've ever felt 6
I've seen this show 20 plus times.
But I wonder if it is
I can
because
feel
we
the
know
rhythm
it
of
so
it.
well.
No, I can tell you that was fast.
Yeah.
There was so many beats where I was like, oh, that's fast. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's still good, but it was...
It was punchy. It was like getting at
We're
the
getting
speed.
through it. Anyway, had a great time.
Yeah.
Vocals for not just days, but calendar weeks.
Yeah.
Loved. I'm not getting in this pedicab. Cycle away. We're going to meet up with our friends and go get some Junior's cheesecake.
Cheesecake time.
Woo!
Ellie's first time.
As I stand here at the very popular stage door of 6 at the Lena Horne Theatre, I'll share some Broadway stage door etiquette with you. They usually have barricades set up so you can station yourself along these. Just because you're second row doesn't mean you won't get your playbill signed. If you pass it forwards, they're normally pretty good at signing. People will either come out if they want to or they won't. And the stage door security will let you know if that's it, if that's everybody, especially if you're seeing a matinee. Some people are happy to take selfies. Just ask, and it's up to the discretion of the performers. But just, yeah, you will see and you can find out. If you do like a little video and you can screen grab from that, sometimes that's better than taking a static selfie. But get your playbill signed. They will usually have Sharpie pens. So just bring your playbill. Bring the playbill from the show, not from a different show. That is bad etiquette. We did it, Aeron. We did 1782. Yeah.
We did 2 states today.
2 states. A 2-state, 2-show day.
New Jersey and New York.
And boy, are my arms tired. So we are the first out of our show this evening. We have friends in various places. We have friends at beaches. We have friends at Joe Turner's. Kate's only an intermission.
And it's Ben. Ben as well.
Ben's an intermission at beaches. We have friends at Two Strangers, which starts at 7:30 and is only like 2 hours 15. So should be done theoretically in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're going to head up to the Longacre, go meet them. We have a friend at Death Becomes Her. We've got friends all over Broadway this Saturday night. And we're going to meet up and go to Juniors.
One thing I love about New York compared to London is that you can meet all the different shows and then hang out after. We can't, it's really difficult to do that in London.
This sense of like immediate community, much stronger here.
Yeah.
And like the proximity of all these theatres. No, you don't feel this in London. And they're probably not, unless you're at like Wicked or Hamilton, they're not that much further away in London. We just don't really do this because everyone...
There's not spaces that you can really...
No, the restaurants
like,
are closed and everyone runs to the train.
I sing out Louise now, but...
Yeah. Going to film the marquee of Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York here at the Longacre Theatre, not because we're seeing it on this trip, but because you should. If you are planning a Broadway trip, this is the perfect show for anyone traveling to New York as a tourist. We love supporting original musicals. We love supporting British written musical theatre on Broadway. This is a charming show. It's a funny show. New Yorkers get the jokes. Tourists get the jokes. It's perfect for everybody. Yeah. If you're from New York, if you're not from New York, it has perspectives for both. Come see this show on Broadway, like our friends are doing right now. Little glimpse through the window of some new merchandise items. That beanie is new, that hat is new, that cut-off hoodie I think is new, that tote bag is definitely new. Reasons enough to go back to Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York on Broadway. So fun fact, story time, I was just standing here filming the merch through the door and talking about it, and the social team have arrived to, I think, give out flyers, but also fortune cookies.
Yeah.
And they just gave me one, so we're going to find out what our fortune is. I did one of these the night before we went to go see it in Massachusetts.
Yes.
I can't remember why we had fortune cookies that night, but we did. It wasn't from Two Strangers.
No,
it
we
was
just
in New
got
York.
Chinese food from the lower, after we saw Boat.
We did! That's why we had fortune cookies.
We got Chinese food with Kate outside Boat when it was off-Broadway.
Well, these are proper...
Off-Broadway, down.
Two Strangers ones. Here it is. Here's the fortune cookie.
I can't eat mine, so this can't go in my mouth. Oh, that's from the show. I wonder if they're all from the show, because you're going to go in a cruise.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Is that not Dougal's?
Yes, it is.
So it says Two Strangers on the back.
It's specialty, it's merch, is what this is.
Yeah.
This is from the show. This is a spoiler, technically.
Oh, thank you, friend. Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger.
Cute. That's cute.
To Two Strangers. The camera can't focus, but that is cute. Can confirm they're now out here. We just heard the Bauhaus music, and they're outside the doors of the theatre. They're giving out fortune cookies to people who just saw the show.
That's so cute.
That's very cute.
I love that.
I'd love to see a show and then get given a fortune cookie. That's cute. Also, as I'm stood here, I'm just remembering this is like basically the spot where I was standing when we did the opening night carpet.
Yeah.
I was standing like right here. And I may be doing another Broadway opening night carpet in the coming days. That's a fun time that's happening very soon. For the first time this trip, everybody, we are on my favorite street in the entire world, It's my favourite street. We got Operation Mincemeat here at the Golden. We got Chess at the Imperial. We got Giant at the Music Box. Nowhere else in the world can you find so many enormous theatres on one street, and I love it so much. New York moments. Sometimes you're sitting. Oh, Ellie's involved.
This is Ellie's first juniors.
Yeah, we've brought Ellie to juniors because Ellie has never had cheesecake.
I know, I don't get this. This is a lie.
I don't think I have.
Not
You
Ellie,
wait, you
not
wait.
Ellie has never had cheesecake in New York. Ellie has never had cheesecake.
But you wait, the cheesecake will get here and Ellie's like, oh, this.
Anyway,
I know this girl, this is a lie.
Ashley's gone to look out the window
The
because
Obamas are right there.
the Obamas, Ashley called it because they closed Schubert Alley as we were walking past Proof, and Ashley was like, I bet it's the Obamas because they were in Brooklyn today, and it was. So, Barack Obama, everyone's currently
And
filming
Michelle.
Barack.
And Michelle.
They only said Barack is here.
Oh.
I assume it's both of them.
I mean, weird if it's not Michelle.
We don't yet have confirmation on Michelle. But apparently they're seeing Proof. Or just saw it, I guess. I got the brownie explosion and a Shirley Temple. Ellie's got the strawberry shortcake. Ashley has the same. Rebecca's here. Yay, being a photographer. So on brand. The people, they aren't normally all stood by the window at juniors, but the Obamas are still waiting to emerge from the booth theatre. So it is what it is. Oh my god, hey, hello. It is maybe 2 a.m. It is perhaps 2 a.m. Kate is here.
Hello.
Aaron's here.
Hi.
We are holding down the fort at 2 o'clock in the morning. We're just getting drinks with a friend who is also in New York at the moment at Holdfast, where else. Many congratulations to the wedding party who were there. We saw the bride. Did anyone see a groom? Was the person in the grey suit the groom?
There might have been a groom there and we just didn't realise because it was
It could have been two brides, okay?
It could have been
Could have been two brides.
I don't know if I got that vibe, but we're going to decide that's what that was. Anyway, I had two bits of...
The guy in the grey suit.
It could have been. I have two discoursey thoughts I wanted to share from today. One was about 1776, and I didn't know how I felt about even going to see 1776 in this, the 250th anniversary year, because I felt like the programming of that felt very deliberate, sort of very patriotic in a time where patriotism is complicated. And for lack of a more nuanced conversation around that idea, I actually think 1776 itself as a show is so focused on the signing of the Declaration of Independence as an action rather than an entire commentary on America, what it is, what it's meant to be, what it is now. That's just not what the show is. And also, what it actually is a really great reminder of the original impetus of that action being to evade tyranny and authoritarianism. And what's it called when the government is one person?
Totalitarianism.
That's not the word I'm looking for either. I don't think it's totalitarianism though. It's like, my brain wants to say monotheistic, and that's when you believe in just one deity. I'm going to remind you it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Not a monarchy. I didn't say that. I know we're already... This is not John Proctor as the villain. This is Englishman is the villain. Yeah, I think that's an important thing to remember in the current political moment. So actually, and there were lots of lines that really land in 1776 right now. My other thing was, Six does a fun thing with its bathrooms. Because, obviously, the demographics of Six are such that the gender of the audience skews more female. So, by extension, more people need women's restroom access, and they do a thing where they make the men's bathrooms co-ed in the moments leading up to the show, and they have like a way of doing that, and they have like a curtained area. Yeah, but just like the way that they were staffing it and running it, they were running such a tight ship with explaining how that process worked and being like, you're going to come here, you're going to stand here. Like, it was just very well done. And I was impressed with that. But also, I do think that, like, ultimately we would save a lot on staffing if all bathrooms just went gender neutral. But that's a different conversation for another time. For now, we are once again passing what we assume was The Devil Wears Prada 2 premiere.
I don't think it's happened. It hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet?
cameras on it. They'd be taking it down if it happened.
Oh, yeah.
We saw after Wicked it was down.
And they're just still ready in advance. They continue to be ready for The Devil Wears Prada 2. Every day of the vlog ends with our anticipation of The Devil Wears Prada 2 opening. We are walking back, and in 12 hours we see a Broadway musical. Lovely. That's plenty of time to sleep and then have another day. Oh my god, hey. Hello. We are coming to you today from another morning in New York. That thing you're hearing in both of our voices is not the fact we stayed out at a bar until 2 o'clock in the morning. No. I don't know what would make you say that. I don't know where you're getting that from, and it's weird that you brought it up, actually. We are here at Zucker's on the Upper West Side. Pigeons are ballsy. Because we are today, Aeron and I, showing Ellie some of the things that she has not yet seen in New York, which is actually most things.
I'm the worst tourist ever.
We were messaging Sean about this, and Sean was like, why's she not been doing so? When Sean tells you you're being lazy, that I think is an unfortunate sort of a wake-up call.
Well, actually compared me to Sean and said, oh, Sean didn't do anything.
Sean was like falling asleep at shows because he'd been walking around so much. And Sean was out there on those streets getting in-person rush tickets. He queued up for the Notebook.
Whereas I can officially say this now. I never did in-person rush, and I never spent more than $50 on a ticket.
The $50, that's to be celebrated. The in-person rush
very well.
is not an achievement. I love an in-person rush.
Yeah.
I stand by the in-person rush.
It means like I just had a lot of good luck on lotteries, and
you also had good weather. I can't tell you the cold and rainy mornings when I have stood outside of theatres to get tickets. Anyway, we are starting the day with bagels from Zucker's, and then we're going to walk through the park, and it's not going to rain. It's not. I don't know why you say that. I don't know why you keep bringing these things up.
It's almost like I should have done this earlier in the week when I have really nice weather. Huh?
Almost like that would have been lovely.
Honestly, yeah, it would have been smart, wouldn't it?
POV, you're holding a bagel in Central Park. My bagel today is a chicken sausage, egg and cheese. I'm excited about it. Haven't had a good New York bagel in ages. We're figuring out who wants the coleslaw and the pickle that came.
I'm not eating the coleslaw.
You don't want to drink the coleslaw?
Who's drinking the coleslaw?
Anyway, this is Bethesda Terrace, the fountain from the Producers movie, from Angels in America. We're contextualizing everything to Ellie via theatrical and film references. It is not, test for you, it is not what?
The Friends fountain.
It is not the Friends fountain. Good job. Oh no, don't. Please don't do the shot of the coleslaw. Statue of Shakespeare that I'm sure we've walked past before, but here it is, as dramatic piano plays in the background. Pan round, pan round, pan round, pan round. This is a big rock. You can stand here and have your photo on the big rock. I will say, I think that's a better photo op than the fountain. Everyone stands around the fountain. This is much nicer because you get the skyline with it. And that's the cool thing about the park, is you have this miles and miles of green space, and then these perpendicular edges where it just turns back into the most clustered collection of incredibly tall buildings. We're hitting the black and whites. We're doing a group black and white cookie moment. Ellie's is from Zucker's this morning. Aeron and I got these yesterday. Aeron got them for us from William Greenberg, also on the Upper West Side. Mine is orange and white. I wonder if it'll taste like marmalade. Spoiler alert, it won't. It'll just taste like white and white, because it always just tastes like the white, but it's nice. It's nice. Here is another big rock. This one with a view of the Plaza Hotel. Got some orange. Tastes real orange. It doesn't. We have orange and white cookie. We have Ellie. We have Aeron. We have some horses in drag. It's all going on. We've headed down into Midtown, and as Aeron has just pointed out to me, Radio City Music Hall is advertising Les Miserables, the Arena Concert Spectacular, for 3 weeks only this summer. A little while off yet. They're here in July, and a little sooner, advertised on this side, on June 7th, the 79th Annual Tony Awards, hosted by Pink.
Love Pink.
Love Pink. Continuing our tourism with Rockefeller here. Not currently an ice rink, but fun nonetheless. And tall building that you can visit the top of should you wish. Probably still my favourite viewing platform up there, top of the rock. It's a good time. Just popped into the Museum of Broadway gift shop, one of a handful of places where you can buy merchandise outside of Broadway theatres. Ellie got some pins. They don't like us filming there.
Specifically because I've never seen the pins when I've been there. I think they do have them now. I don't know if it's just on the tour, but
sometimes it's easier to grab them at other locations. They don't like us filming inside there, which is absolutely fine. The Lyceum Theatre, where O'Mary is playing, and as you pointed out, they have Hannah Solo's face and name up there because it's a digital marquee. I know we don't love digital marquees, but if it means you can then like put the cover's name and face up there on the nights they're performing, I think that's cool. I think that's nice. Shout out to this solitary Operation Mincemeat trash can. She is stoic. And a place where I can show you the merch, which is the Broadway Up Close merch booth. Broadway Up Close also do tours of the theatre district and inside some Broadway theatres even. And they have lots of very fun, very unique little items that you can get here. These are pins. That's what Aeron wants, is the pins of all the Broadway marquee names. You can get them as magnets as well, marquee magnets. But lots of very unique little things here that you won't see elsewhere. The weather is trying to betray us, but thankfully... Oh, Yard House! Thankfully, that's where Operation Mincemeat had their Tony's party. Fun fact. Thankfully, it is almost time for us to head indoors for the first of 3 shows that we're seeing today, beginning with the matinee of Schmigadoon on Broadway. Schmigadoon! And here it is. Speaking of digital marquees, there is Schmigadoon's down here at the Nederlander, and they've got Gingham up on the marquee. How cute is that? It's very cute. We are queuing up here in the rain. It's not so bad. Picked up our tickets, going to see Schmigadoon. Very exciting. These lines to the box office can look real formidable. For the most part, it's because they don't tend to open the houses more than half an hour in advance, so people end up queuing. Once they open them, the line moves pretty fast, so you needn't fear. It's all fine. Have your tickets ready, have your bags ready. Do what you can to make the lines move as speedily as possible. As promised, it did not take us very long to make it inside. These are the specialty drinks available at one of the bars here on the mezzanine level. You can get the Tunnel of Love, the Schmigadoon, or the premium specialty drinks, the Picnic Paloma, the County Fair Fizz, the Doc's Orders, the Corn Pudding Punch, that's fun, or the Ride of Your Life, only as a double, in a little Schmigadoon signature cup, one of which we will grab in just a moment. Meanwhile, when you first enter the auditorium, here at the back of the orchestra, you will see 2 little merchandise booths with plenty of fun things here. We have button badges, we have glass tumblers, we have a little enamel pin set, as well as a magnet there. You can see the prices. We have a bumper sticker. I've never seen that before. You can get a bumper sticker. If only I had a car. Maybe I should get one. We have, this is very cute, a large tote bag with a picnic basket on it. We have this amazing t-shirt here. Nobody gets killed in a musical, and then on the back, except all of those. You've got a little Ye Honk clutch there. We've got socks. We've got more apparel. Look at the gingham lining on that hood there. We've got a blue t-shirt. We have got a little leprechaun plush. We've got a white Schmigadoon Inn t-shirt, the home of world-famous corn pudding. And we've got a cute little green sort of corduroy-style hat there as well. I think that's about everything, but there is so much merchandise here that I already love. We are in our seats in the orchestra, row H, 109 and 110. This is our view of the stage, which as of right now is simply a vending machine, but we will soon be transported to the magical world of Schmigadoon. We got playbills from the very helpful ushers, as always, and also a souvenir cup, which we didn't actually go for any of the cocktails because I figured they were all kind of evening cocktail. They were not an afternoon cocktail, if such a thing exists, which I say it does. So we got a Shirley Temple instead. So, you know, if you really want a cup, but you don't want to pay $30, $40, even $50 for a cocktail, you can get a fountain drink, just a soda in it, and you still get the cup, and this was only $10. We won't talk about how much we just spent on merchandise, but we will show you a little bit later on. But we did enjoy a Shirley Temple. Update, now that we have travelled into Schmigadoon, this is the intermission curtain. There you go, and I'll show you the full merch acquisition later. But we do have a freaking leprechaun. For those of you who know, you know. Oh, it's starting. Schmigadoon, don't get hit by this oncoming bus. Get out of the road, get out of the road. We are immediately zipping down. This is the slightly bold part of our 3-show day timing to make a 5 p.m. performance. It is 4:36. This is a subway thing. Can I get down to a downtown N train from here? We got to make it to the Orpheum. It's a 5 p.m., which we're hoping means 5:05, and apparently there's like some pre-show business at our next show, which is Coston Mayer's 11 to midnight. It apparently means it usually starts closer to 10 past, which is great news for us, providing we can get there on a downtown train to the subway. Where the men are men and the cows are cows. What are the men, Aeron?
Men.
What are the cows?
News.
That's right. We're downtown, everybody. We made it in a matter of moments. Sometimes, like, really plan it out. If you've got to change like that, plan it out. Figure out your route. Figure out not just the subway line you want, but like Google Maps is good for telling you this. It will tell you exit like ours was 8th Street and Broadway Southwest, and that makes a difference to the little timings because you come from the wrong side of the street. You've got to cross the street. We now are just walking in a straight line down this way. It's still a little tight, I'll be honest. But hopefully all should be well for our next show, and then the change after that, I believe, is much easier. So, yay for us. We're now off to an off-Broadway dance show I know very little about, but most of our friends have seen, people are very excited about. Glee's Heather Morris recently joined the company of dancer performers, and it's Coston Mayer, who are a popular dance duo.
Yeah, they're big TikTok, lots of like viral TikTok trends.
Yeah. And we're here to see their show 11 to midnight. I haven't gone to see like an out-and-out dance show in a real long time.
Right.
So that's fun. Yeah. And last time we were at the Orpheum, we were here to see Jonathan Larson Project.
Yeah.
Big Gay Jamboree has also been here, yes.
Yeah.
And there it is, just across the street here, with minutes to go until 5 p.m. and the hope that it actually starts a few minutes after. This is the Orpheum Theatre, where 11 to midnight is playing. We're going to go inside for what is apparently the best party in the East Village.
So here is all the merch. We have t-shirts, we have a pin set, we have a cap up there that says what's the best that could happen, we have a crew neck, 2 crew necks. It's quite fun, there's more merch than I expected. I like this, 11:59, that's fun.
We are in our seats. We have got post-it notes with messages from audience members, I believe, over the walls. There we go. Be happy. That's nice. And this is the stage setup here in the Orpheum. Very different vibes to when we've been here before. We have some cast members out mingling with the audience, and I think we might be able to share some brief little clips from the show, but apparently we're going to find out in the pre-show speech. This is the playbill anyway. We have a playbill. Some off-Broadway shows still have playbills, and sometimes they don't. It just depends on the show and what they're doing.
2, 3, 4!
Two shows down, onto the third. We're heading back up to 42nd Street to Playwrights Horizons, more off-Broadway, for the 7 p.m. performance of No Singing in the Navy, which is a show about which we know very little, but which comes recommended. I say that we've also had friends who did not like it, so we're going to find out what we think. In the meantime, I feel we have said fairly little about the shows we have seen already today so far. Loved Schmigadoon. And especially after seeing Smash, I think I was needlessly nervous to see Schmigadoon on stage, but it works. It really works as a 2-act musical from a TV show, surprisingly easily.
Really solid.
Yeah. Fantastic cast.
Yeah.
It was nice to see people finding different ways to play those characters as well, because they're such archetypes.
Yeah.
Like in terms of how they were written to be very clear takes on classic musical theatre characters, but like Mackenzie Kurtz doing completely different nut stuff, Anna Gasteyer doing very different things to Chenoweth.
Yeah.
Very different. Yeah, it was sort of just nostalgic enough, but also reinvented. And
Given Wicked Witch.
Yeah, so good to see on stage. And then 11 to midnight, some very exciting moments of dance. I liked audience participation. I liked the little the sudden game moment.
Yeah.
There was a lot about it to enjoy. Every time I started enjoying something, we moved to something slightly different, and I was struggling to discern the overall identity.
That was my thing. I didn't really get the storytelling.
No.
The story was starting and ending and switching.
Is this the subway?
Yes.
Is this where we came from?
No.
We just need to go up.
That's the subway entrance.
Okay. It did remind me of Illinois.
I loved Illinois.
Well, it made me think about that, because I was like, if you could do really powerful emotional storytelling, we could probably do a bigger narrative swing.
Yeah.
But I liked the approach to the whole thing very much. So remember how I told you earlier to pre-plan your route so you know exactly where you're going with specificity? We didn't do that. We just got on a subway, went down to a platform where it's got the 4 and the 6, which are basically too far to the right in Manhattan for us to get where we're going, so we're changing to the S to just kind of shoot us over a little west a little bit, and then we will walk the rest of the way to Playwrights Horizons. Do you know what? That's not what they said yesterday in 1776. Come and meet those dancing feet. We are heading down 42nd Street towards Playwrights Horizons, comfortably on time for the final show of our 3-show day. Aeron James, you just had a lovely little visual depiction of the slightly counterintuitive geography of our day. Would you like to show the people? Yes, because we are so near.
We're literally one street up.
We've done this before, where shows 1 and 3 are right next to each other, and show 2 is in a very different place. But it's fine, because hopefully moments from now, all being well, it will have worked. So that's okay. That one across the street, I'm pretty sure that's the movie theatre where we saw Wicked for Good for the first time. Memories with friends. A quick wave hello to the theatrical institution that is the West Bank Cafe and their downstairs cabaret space. We are across the street tonight at Playwrights Horizons. It's that yellow and orange thing that you can see towards the horizon, ironically enough. Aeron and I have been here, we think, one other time to see Teeth. I think that's the only time we were at Playwrights Horizons.
Oh, that's Shajo's Therapy.
Yeah, piano bar. There you go, we're surrounded by culture. Theatre row behind us, more off-Broadway that way, it's everywhere. And we are here. This is in fact a different space to the one we've been in before. This is the vibe of the room. We have some live piano being played on stage. We have a little rack of costumes over here, and we have an awful lot of tassely silver curtain going on here at Playwrights Horizons. We took the elevator up because I think the main stage and main foyer area are maybe being renovated. They were not open in any case. But here we are. This is an 80-minute show. We'll see you after. No singing in the nave. I've already forgotten how that song went, but there was a brief moment of sing-along. I can't begin to explain that show to you. Fringe vibes. Yeah, utter absurd fringe vibes. But I got on better with it, you know, than most absurd theatre that I see. So that's good. It was really like a day of, let me see something quintessentially my personality, which is a musical parodying musical theatre, and then let me go to a contemporary dance show and absurd fringe theatre at Playwrights Horizons, which is truly rogue choices for me. So in and out of comfort zone, followed by we're going to a friend's birthday party at a gay bar in Hell's Kitchen, and we're eating pizza en route, living the absolute dream on a Sunday night. There's a poster that says Great Theatre is back. I don't know what that's about.
No.
But we're going to do a tasteful Zoom. And after eating a giant slice of buffalo chicken pizza on the street, I'm going to eat 2 cookies on the street from Insomnia Cookies. Kate's here. Aaron's taking photos of cookies to remember the special experience.
Remember the gluten-free cookie.
I got my favourite flavour of cookie, everybody. It's cookies and cream flavoured. I like my cookies to taste like cookies. Schmigadoon, where the men are men, the cows are cows, and the cookies are cookies.
Sad.
Oh no, I didn't even realise that's where we were. Not the meatball shop RIP again. Pour one out. Oh no.
I didn't know that the last time I'd eat at the meatball shop was the last time I'd
so
eat
empty.
at the meatball shop.
Is someone living in you? Meatball shop.
Take me back someday.
Slow zoom on the logo of the meatball shop. 525,000. All the funeral songs. What's the one in Schmigadoon they now sing that's basically You'll Never Walk Alone?
Oh, I don't remember because I can only think of You Never Walk
Yes,
Alone.
yeah.
But exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Video on how you would redesign all of their merch.
We're at Flaming Saddles. Having a party. This, by the way, is what happens at Saddles. It's Coyote Ugly for boys. The song you may recognize from the short-lived Broadway musical 9 to 5. What you may not know is that it was also popular in the music charts. The lore is that Jonathan Bailey came here after the Wicked premiere. Let the angels keep their wings, let the Puritans stay pure, let the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, you won't see them in couture. That is from The Devil Wears Prada musical. Oh, look at that! Hell is a runway where the devil wears Prada too. I'll repeat what I just said, which is, that is a song they could have played at Saddles this evening in the, I think, like, existent, but not prolific enough intersection of gay music and country music, which clearly is their bread and butter at that particular establishment. Many more at the bar performances happened that I did not get the chance to show you, but thoroughly entertained we were at the Tyler Conroy birthday party, which was a thematic collision because it was Titanic themed. We all had inflatable flotation armbands. There was also a magician, which left me shuddering in a cold sweat. There was an enormity of Taco Bell in the country music gay bar in Hell's Kitchen. Lots going on. All appreciated. And a fairly early night for us, not yet midnight, as we walk back to the Upper West Side ahead of Monday morning, tomorrow. People are going to start emailing me in like, oh god, 5-hour time difference. In like 4 hours I'm going to start getting emails from London, for which I am not prepared. So, much to look forward to. Oh, what a beautiful morning in New York. I'm running around the park again. And look at the view I get. It's beautiful. Oh my god, hey, everybody. Welcome to Monday morning. It's just after 9 a.m. I'm running in my favourite place to run in the entire world, which is Central Park, but there's also an interior running path here. It is one way. It is counterclockwise. The suggestion is that you run counterclockwise around the whole park as well. I think that sucks. I've done both. clockwise is much easier because the uphill is concentrated rather than gradual. Anyway, running around the park today. 10-kilometer run done, 49 minutes and 25 seconds, and then I got lost trying to leave the park. And the problem is, once I slow down and start walking at the park, everything takes so much longer. And I think, oh, it'll only take me like 5 minutes. No, I've stopped running. It's going to take me 10. Anyway, walking back past Dunkin' Donuts somewhere to get Aeron a maple butter pecan latte that's bigger than his face. And I will get something with a lot of cold, fruity liquid in because I'm dying. And a shower, a change of clothes, and 2 enormous beverages later, Aeron and I have made it downtown. Downtown. I will say the forecast today was like 9 degrees.
Oh, Waverley Place.
Possibly rainy. Oh.
Home of the Wizards.
See, I missed that culturally. So I don't know, was that Selena Gomez?
Yes.
Okay, good for me. We have a stunning view of One World Trade Center down there. We are meeting up with Ellie on her last day in New York. We sent her on a pilgrimage to Stonewall because we were running slightly late for the reasons of my hair, which often happens, to be completely honest. But yeah, the weather forecast today was like, might rain, 9 degrees, and it's blue skies, sunny, surprisingly warm. Once again, too warm for me to be wearing this, but I'm dressed for the Schmigadoon carpet that I'll be covering later as my alter ego, MickeyJoTheatre. A joke that I will enjoy.
I hope they all give them schmackeries because
Schma. So many schmopportunities. So yes, that is happening this afternoon, after which we're heading to the Majestic Theatre for only the 2nd time in our lives to go and see beaches.
Yeah.
I'm from the beach, so I'm anticipating a huge amount of cultural connection to this show.
Why is it warm today? And you were like, it's cold, it's rainy.
It said 9 degrees! It said highs of like 9 Celsius.
Such lies. I mean, Trevor said it was lovely on his one, and I believe him.
We need to start listening to the New York natives because clearly I'm misinterpreting what I thought were very clear forecasts. Apparently not. Apparently I'm somehow getting them wrong. And here we are at the historic Stonewall Inn, which Aeron and I have stood outside of many times, which we actually went in and had a drink on our last trip.
Yeah, thanks to Brendan and Julian.
Yes, thanks to our friends. It sounds crazy, but you can just go in and have a drink. And I kind of thought you couldn't, or that like a museum you would have to pay entry or something, but it is in fact just a bar, and you can go in and have a drink. Also, Ellie's here. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh, I didn't know that. Tuesday to Thursday. Tuesday to Sunday, 10 till 4, free admission to the visitor centre.
There you go. And you can get, we got a little badge,
Yeah.
so you can get little things to commemorate your visit to the Stonewall Inn. But there you go. There you go. In challenging political times, important to support queer venues. Anyway, we're going to go get lunch now. Okay, hold on. I'll get the stop sign out of the way. Hold on. We took Ellie to see the Friends building. Does your
So
life...
no one told you life was going to be this way.
Oh dear. Oh. Gosh, now we're those people. Okay. Sometimes you got to do the touristy things and just be unashamedly touristy. We're going to walk up the High Line now, which is a recommended activity to go to Chelsea Market. Oh, we can get on the lowest end of the High Line, walk up to Chelsea Market, pit stop, have lunch, back on the High Line, up towards Hudson Yards, and then Nederlander, Schmigadoon carpet, beaches, go back, club, bus, club, another club. Don't say rain. It's not going to rain.
Say rain. I don't have an umbrella.
We're about to be elevated on an elevated walkway, so if it does rain, we're going to find out faster than everybody else by a couple of moments. Poster spotted for Ken Rex. I like that image. That's very intriguing. I like this guerrilla marketing campaign we got going on here. Yay for Ken Rex. It is very near to here at the Lucille Lortel. Very chic downtown theatre. Strolling up through the meatpacking district, MIPA, as Hedwig would say, of Angry Inch fame, and opposite the Google building on West 15th Street you will find Chelsea Market, where we are heading for lunch. We're going to try and get a table at Friedman's. There's also a Friedman's in Midtown. There's also one on the Upper West Side. We've never been to this one. We've walked past it many a time. We're here at the Chelsea Market, Freedman's. Whoop whoop! You can just walk up and grab a table. We are all getting the chicken and waffle. Footage incoming. I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer. Iced tea and lemonade. They love a drink named after a person here. It's just a cultural thing. This location does not have singing servers, but they do still have banging gluten-free food. Before we chicken and waffle, we do have some chicken pot stickers. For years I heard about pot stickers, I had no idea what they were. Turns out they're gyoza. They're just called pot stickers for some reason, but we're going to try them. And here they are. This is the full table situation. Multiple chickens on multiple waffles. It is popping off down here at Freedman's in Chelsea Market. Look at that. Well, we finished our lunch at Freedman's, which was delicious and very cute. And then what was even cuter is we waited for each other for 20 minutes in different spots outside of the bathrooms. But we have now regrouped and we're about to walk up the High Line. I've shown you the High Line so many times, but you're about to see it again. We're here on the High Line. You can see the former elevated railway that this used to be. Nice time of year to be walking the High Line. We've got a little bit of blossom going on. We've got lovely artwork happening here. Look at this stunning, huge mural on the side of this building. We were telling Ellie the High Line, which we try and do every single time we come here, is relatively recent as a development here in New York. And it's a little bit more finished every time we come because there's been bits of scaffolding before. They're still working on one of the staircases on 20th Street, I think it was. But there's always, it's sort of evolving. The artwork changes, the nature changes around it as well, so it always feels a little different every time. This lovely, very peaceful, occasionally slightly crowded with traffic, but the whole point of coming up here, I think, is not to rush through the city like you might if you were down the street, but to enjoy a little rare moment of calm amongst busy Manhattan. I also am fascinated by the people whose windows are like really proximal to the High Line and what that would be like. I mean, I guess this is better than being out onto a busy street with cars. I don't know. It's something about, it's like at this exact eye line. I guess if you have a street-facing window and you're on ground level, it's the same thing. There is someone who seems to have a pool that was very overlooked by the High Line. I don't know how I'd feel about that. This mural changes quite often. This is what it looks like at the moment. I can't tell if that's horrifying or not. Oh no, they haven't been decapitated. They're just doing an intense backbend. Oh, that's okay. That's better. Also, I guess worth pointing out, lots of places to sit up here on the High Line on a nice day. And very possible that you might need somewhere to come and sit if you're having a busy time in New York. Mentioned it before as well, but it's impossible not to notice the edge, that thing jutting out from the very tall building up there. That is one of the most popular viewing platforms in New York, so named because you can go on that platform that leans out over the edge. They have a glass section of floor, they have glass panels that you can lean up against that are on a slight diagonal tilt. So that is probably the scariest if you have any kind of a thing with heights, which I don't particularly, but Aeron James on occasion does. But he has done the edge. He was a very brave boy. This, as I tell you every single time, is another great thing about the High Line, and a great thing about the grid system is if you stand in the right spot, you can see all the way down. That is the East River, Brooklyn beyond it. Utilizing my commentary. Vlogception going on here. Oh, that's what the camera looks like, everybody, by the way. I don't know that I've ever showed you that before. This is like maybe happy ending right now.
The gayest banana peel I've ever seen.
Yeah, these are some of... Why?
I don't know, it's just giving it a bit fruity, isn't it?
I've seen some very gay banana peels. I mean, inherently, to some degree, they all sort of invoke... Anyway, onwards from that topic. This is the current sculptural installation at this point on the High Line. I was going to say, I'm not very good with modern art and interpretations, but that is a banana peel. Nailed it. With no banana. What does that say? What's the meaning there? I have been sneezing all day. I took my heavy-duty hay fever tablets. I think either the last one or the penultimate one that I packed, so may have to go to a CVS and figure out my life, but there's a problem in urban areas. London has the same problem, where they only plant boy trees. The girl trees are the ones that bear fruit. The boy trees are the ones that release tree pollen. So a lot of people experience wild seasonal allergies in the spring in urban areas. And I ran around the park this morning and it was like, why am I sneezing so much? Fool that I am. Pointing out to Ellie the usual spots that we always point out to you. This is the shed, where the final ever Stephen Sondheim scored musical Here We Are, where the book by David Ives premiered. That is The Vessel, which we ventured up for the first time with our friend Ashley on our trip back in November. And this is Hudson Yards. Last time I was here, Aeron bought me some earrings. Aeron, do you want to say what you just told Ellie about the shed? Because I don't know if I knew this.
You do. You did. So if you look there, you'll notice that this building literally has wheels. The wheels are all the way down it because this whole building can move by the wheels.
Yeah, and the way the tracks go, it suggests that the building is just going to accelerate into the Hudson, which is not ideal. So hopefully it doesn't do that. Aeron had seen about this online, little pop-up activation for The Devil Wears Prada 2 in theatres May 1st, and he was hoping to come and pick up a copy of Runway.
Because there are ones that exist.
Yeah.
One, but I mean, they must have already got rid of them.
It transpires that these are in fact just boards with Emily on the front. How to survive at Runway, you clear Miranda's bar. Anyway, onwards with our day. The big question, I suppose, is in the wake of the film's success, does that motivate a Broadway arrival for The Devil Wears Prada the Musical? If they have been paying attention to what Stranger Things did for Stranger Things The First Shadow, that supercharged the box office.
I mean, Vanessa Williams has been doing all the promo.
Yeah, yes she has. She's been very much connected to the film's marketing campaign. Are they building towards an announcement of it going to Broadway? It would make sense for the brands to like get the movie out first, then announce, and not kind of confuse the message, but wouldn't be surprised. We are a little bit early for the press check-in for the carpet of Schmigadoon. I have no concept of who else is going to be on this carpet in terms of celebrity guests, so potentially some very exciting names and faces who I will do my best to not react to and just greet them with my leprechaun microphone and my question. More on the leprechaun microphone momentarily, by the way. It's one of my prouder achievements. And to kill a little bit of time, we have come back to one of our favourite spots that happens to be very nearby to the Nederlander, currently decked out with decals for Titanic here. It is, of course, the Drama Bookshop. Consistent with the Titanic theming, as well as the Drama Bookshop's spring specials, we also have a Titanic Iceberg Latte, which you can get hot or iced. And here we go, just as we did this time yesterday, we are approaching the Nederlander Theatre, only this time it's not to see the show.
They have opening night on the LED screen.
Oh, again, another win for LED screens. But yes, not to see the show, but to interview the cast and attendees on the opening night carpet. Done a few of these before, but very excited to be doing it for Schmigadoon. Thrilled, in fact. I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog of this, because we'll be prioritising carpet coverage, but we'll see you on the other side, perhaps. Here's what the setup looks like. Opening night, up there, and a little step and repeat setup for Schmigadoon, for their red carpet. Hello everybody, we are here on the carpet, we have our spot. This is the contraption. Microphone, leprechaun, from front on. It's a functional leprechaun microphone. This is, no engineering happened here. I was literally just like, what if I stick this microphone? That's not working right now, so you need to hear me. But yeah, I'm waiting to do this in context. I'll feel less silly, because right now I'm just a child holding a toy on the carpet. Nice to meet you.
Mickey Jo, I know you, MickeyJoTheatre.
Oh yes, thank you. I'm a huge fan of your work, so is my partner Aeron.
Hello. You've come all the way over.
We've come here, yeah.
For this.
Of course, of course. You wouldn't miss it.
I'm excited to see how the audience will react, and I'm grateful for this moment.
Yeah, how about you?
We're really proud to just be here, and it's just awesome to be a part of this community.
You both look fantastic. This bow tie is amazing. Since this is all about nostalgia for that, do you have a memory of the first moment when you really fell in love with musical theatre?
Oh my gosh, yes. I am somebody who loves cats. I'm a cat's apologist.
Unapologetic. I am a cat's apologist. I say that all the time. I am a cat's apologist.
Oh, forever. So we had the VHS growing up, and me and my 2 brothers were just constantly ruining that VHS by running it, and jumping off the couches in our living room. And that was like my first memory, and that's what really got me into theater. Yeah.
Yeah, you've just described my childhood.
Hi.
We saw the show yesterday. You are fantastic in it. I'm trying to emulate the hair today.
I love it.
That's what I'm trying to go for.
Good.
And this is amazing
I love
as well.
This too.
Oh, thank you.
Jinx.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
I know all of your work on this and all of the rest of it. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and you've got a little leprechaun.
This is my leprechaun microphone. We saw the show yesterday afternoon. We hit the merch booth hard afterwards as well. What does it mean for Schmigadoon? We all fell in love with it on screen. It's opening night on Broadway, kind of where it feels like it's belonged this entire time. It works so well on stage. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. You know, when I first had the idea all those years ago, it was as a stage musical originally, so I feel like it's finally home. You know, I mean, in my wildest dreams, maybe I thought this would happen, but you never really think it will. So I just can't believe it. I'm so thrilled.
September Davis is here, everyone. It is the September Davis. Hi, hello, September. Very gracious of you to be here at the show this evening. You've spoken about your journey with it. I'm wondering if you had anything to say to Anna Gasteyer and the company of Schmigadoon.
Anna Gasteyer reached out to me, which was very gracious. I sent her 3 months of Anna Gasteyer sent me 3 months of HelloFresh, and I was very moved, of course. And I decided to take the high road and show up. I was offered the role. I passed on the role. I did make several creative contributions to the production. In my conversations with the creative team, I suggested nudity, a title change, an Act 1 closer. They went the other way, and that is the patriarchy these days, as you are well aware. They decided to go, with somebody, it was stunt casting as opposed to talent, and I get it. That's the business today. But I decided to take the high road. I appreciate the olive branch. We are all theater denizen, and the fact that she's, I believe, making her Broadway debut, I thought I should be the bigger person.
Yeah, very brave of you to say. We saw you in Chicago back in January, and it was one of those performances where I was like, oh, this is what it would have felt like to see Verdon and to see Anne Reinking, because you have that thing in your soul, that quality that Max Clayton, the wonderful Max Clayton, does as well. You know a little something about classic age musical theatre, that's what this is. I'm curious about the moment you first fell in love with musical theatre, and what did it for you?
Oh, the old show Cats. I was 8. I was in Portland, Maine, and the touring company came through, and I started dance class, but I was like, whatever, and then I saw Cats, and I was like, and this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, and I never ever shifted my view. I was like, straight ahead, this is what I'm going to do. So Cats really changed my world, and then right after that, I saw Les Mis, and I was in Boston. I was at the Wang Theater, and I was leaning on the mezzanine. I was front row, and I was watching them do Lovely Ladies, and I was like, this is my path. And I'm not kidding. And then we'd go home, listen to the soundtrack, and I'd be like, Lovely Ladies, what you waiting for?
You are such a versatile leading lady. I'm wondering, if we were blessed enough to get another series of Schmigadoon, what kind of Broadway archetype character you might want to play?
That is such a great question. How much time do we have? Let's just talk for 2.5 hours outside here and let's write the script, shall we?
It's important we do, I think.
Oh my gosh. Well, I get to be super, super campy and fun and just outlandish in my current show. And in the last one, I got like a healthy mix of that. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe like a serious play is next. Sure. I don't know. Sure. But like with a little bit of singing.
Perfect.
Because, like splashed in there.
Yeah, has to be.
Totally not, part of the show at all. Just like completely random.
Just abruptly, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, abruptly. Yeah. Yes, let's do abrupt music. Yeah, exactly.
Well, enjoy the show. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Okie dokie, update time. You may notice that we are power walking. Schmigadoon carpet went great. Vibes were immaculate. We then met with our friend Katie and went over to have a lovely little snack and a cocktail at a nearby hotel, and got entirely too comfortable amidst the ambiance, because tonight's show, we're at Beaches, it's a 7:30, and thank goodness Aeron remembered that, because I was so clued into Broadway timings, and I knew it wasn't a 7, so my brain was like, oh, we can leave at 7:30 and we'll get there 15 minutes before for an 8 p.m. It's not an 8 p.m. It starts in about 15 minutes. We're about 15 minutes away, according to Google Maps, but famously we can walk faster than Google Maps. And also, a lot of people arrive when the show is starting because they don't actually start until 5 to 8 minutes after that time. So, hopefully... Let's get no. You little pessimist, we're going to be fine. We're going to go again down this way, and we're going to make all the lights, and it's going to be fine. We're not going to miss the beaches. We will storm them on the beaches. You want to hear something that would ordinarily be very cool that is, on this occasion, annoying? Dexter is filming on 44th, so we are going this way around the block to make it to the Majestic. But it's fine. It's all fine. Look at this, everybody. Dexter can't get me. There's still a line outside the theatre. Let's go find the press team, pick up our tickets, and apologise Britishly. Contrary to the emergency lighting, we have made it to the queue for beaches. Looking forward to the show. This on Trash Can Watch. We got 2 strangers carrying that cake. Do not be alarmed by a massive queue outside of a Broadway theatre. It can be for any number of reasons. One of them is everyone arriving at the same time, 5 minutes before the curtain. It must have been cold there in Manhattan. Quite chilly today. It has suddenly, within the space of 2 days, become cold. Also, great time to tell you I have not seen the film Beaches, so this will be my first exposure to the beaches. Yeah, we don't know about the beaches. I mean, I know about beaches.
I know what happens.
I meant the concept.
Oh, I just know the sad bit already.
I meant the massive set. No, I also know that. I know Wind Beneath My Wings. I know the end. And that's it. Queued long enough to make it back round the corner and show you the marquee. There you go, the Majestic Theatre, of course, for many years home of the Phantom of the Opera. Now home to beaches across the street from Titanic. It is currently a wet, wet time on 44th Street. I think this is 44th.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We have been to the Majestic once previously, not to see Phantom, but to see Gypsy, starring Audra McDonald. So, yet another powerhouse leading lady performance awaiting us from one Jessica Vosk. Vosk in the city today, but Vosk on the stage.
And Kelly Barrett.
Also Kelly Barrett, yes, Justice. Thank you, Aeron, yes. Heading in now to go see beaches on this Monday night. We've made it to the show. We've made it to the intermission, in fact. I am downstairs showing you the beverages here. We've got the wine beneath my wings, because of course we do. White wine, cranberry and club soda. I'm intrigued. The Boardwalk bourbon, Pepsi or Diet, and grenadine, as well as the besties on the beach, which is vodka and peach schnapps, orange and cranberry. Very summery. Very nice. Down here you will also find a photo opportunity. I will say, if we're going for beach, and I say this every time, I know you're sick of hearing it, we need to light it a little better. No one is buying this sunset view with this kind of lighting. That's all I'm saying, people. And you can get the merchandise on the orchestra level. In fact, you'll see it as soon as you head into the theatre, but you can browse what's on offer down here in the lower levels. So we have a Beaches hoodie, a love story about friendship. That same artwork is on a t-shirt there as well. Oh, there's a bucket hat. Very summery. Of course, there's a towel as well. Beaches the Musical beach towel. Really leaning into the aesthetic. We've got a couple of different t-shirts here. Very gendered, I will say. We have a mug. We have... oh, you can get a frame. You can get a Beaches photo frame. We've got a pen. We've got the book upon which it is based. You may have known about the film. Did you know there was a book? We've also got a pin set, and you can get the show artwork window card there as well. And the pen, if I didn't say that. Did I say pen? I said pen. Okay. Thank you, Aeron James. Meanwhile, at that orchestra merch booth I told you about, where Aeron is about to get the pin set, oh, you can see the prices down there if you can make those out as well. We also have a fan for those beachy temperatures that says, show the world who you are. If half of these lines have been said already, I have not noticed them, I have to say. Here in the foyer of the Majestic, we also have some light beachy decorations here, because before the show, and this is closed by the time that we got here, you can take a photo here, and I think they display them at the end, or there's a possibility they could be displayed on the curtain at the end. I will update you on that as and when we see the faces of all the people who got here on time. Aeron is waiting to buy his merchandise behind one transaction that has taken most of the intermission. Plot twist, it's not at the end, it's right now. It's in the intermission. Isn't that cute? Also, they seem to be filming the show today. Fun fact. This is our view, meanwhile, from fairly central stalls, or should I say orchestra, apologies. I forgot myself again. Here in the Majestic Theatre, we can see, I'm just seeing if we recognize anyone on the curtain, if anyone we know is here. Lots of smiling faces. I mean, that's very sweet to see, isn't it? Lots of families, some couples perhaps, but all people who love each other. And that's the real enduring message of the show. Well, it's the message of Act 1, unless it pivots wildly. This is the gorgeous and fairly recently renovated Majestic Theatre. You can see beautiful interior up there. There is another camera right down here in the middle of the orchestra, replacing a couple of seats there. So they are filming the show. I don't know if it's for B-roll, if it's for archival purposes. I doubt it's for an exciting pro shot or anything, so don't get too excited. But always a treat to be back here in the Majestic, a theatre which deserves its name. And we will see you again for the curtain call. The night brings us next to Schmackery's, where we have, I assume in celebration of the opening night of Schmigadoon, 10 different flavours themed to the show, including the Schmusic Man, Schmaricel, Schmeisendolls, Westside Schmori, Schmouth Pacific, Schmy Fair Lady, the Schmound of Music, Schmoklahoma, Schmingin' in the Rain, and one more I can't even see. But, Kiss Me Schmate. No, Kiss Shme Kate, that was it. So many delicious cookies here, with musical theatre themes. We got 3 of them right here. This was... Do we remember which one was which? That was the Kiss Me Kate. That was the Schmound of Music. What did I get?
What did you get?
The Funfetti it was the it is the Funfetti one. It's the top left. Sprinkle Kate's going in. It wasn't the Schmoklahoma. It wasn't Schmingin' in the Rain.
Kate's gone in.
Kate's gone to find out. Kate's going to run out and say Schmingin' in the Rain.
Schmingin' in the Rain.
I find out from a video.
Well,
seconds after you left. We're going to do a taste test.
Yeah.
As the bags fly away. Kate's going to do acting to pretend you haven't already eaten it. That's the Schmishers. It's the Schmishers. I smoked it. I mean, of all the brands, Schmackery's and Schmigadoon. It's a schmatch.
Confession, this is my second one today. They're very good.
It was inevitable. We are now walking back from Schmackery's, discussing beaches and all things, and our sort of like slowly coming together Tony's thoughts, of which Kate is ahead of us, because you've seen almost all that you need to now.
Yeah, I have 3 shows left. I've done all the new plays, all the new musicals, minus the Rudin.
Everything that wasn't produced by Scott Rudin. No, but seriously. We have much left to see, including conspicuously Lost Boys. And that is really the missing piece of this whole, like,
That's a big piece.
new musical puzzle. So, next weekend...
See Titanic Globe.
Also Titanic Globe. Yeah, there's more for us to see. I will say, having earlier told you, like, don't wait, the show doesn't start on the hour, line out the theatre.
I literally said this.
Usually, they're not going to start it while there's still a line out the theatre, like, they're going to communicate. But they did, in fact, as we were having our ticket scanned, it had already started. The overture had started. We were in our seats before the show began, but only just by the grace of God. And by God, I mean the staff
We literally sat
at the Majestic
down
Theatre.
and it all, like, it was like, da, 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 da.
Lights were down. I was like, where is H? And there was a miracle usher sent to me. And so we got there, and again, only our own fault. My fault specifically. Aeron noticed the time. I'd have been
I was like,
I'd have been half an hour late.
The show starts in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we are nowhere near the theatre.
Anyway, crisis averted, lesson learned. We will be punctual for the remainder of our trip, which I think you're going to see in subsequent parts of the vlog. I think this is the end of part 1. Gasp!
We're about to approach the remnants of the Devil Wears Prada.
Okay, this has been such a recurring theme.
Yeah,
I can't close this off without showing you the Devil Wears Prada.
We have to end this arc before the end of Act 1.
We do. We got to tie that up.
Part 1. And
What's our cliffhanger going to be?
And Ellie's now on a plane.
Ellie is on a plane.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Ellie. I mean, we did. We just didn't give you the chance to say goodbye.
We said bye to Ellie in the drama bookshop, which feels very fitting.
We did.
For such a theatrical goodbye.
That's exactly what we did. My hand is so cold. It got so cold. What happened in just a few days? My goodness. Here she is. Tonight was the night when The Devil Wears Prada 2 had its premiere here at Lincoln Center. People are currently leaving. People are hanging out to see who's leaving, perhaps. I'm sure they've already begun striking the interior here. Does anyone who wears very large shoe size want some free shoes? What happens to those shoes afterwards? Where do they go? Say it's not landfill. What do they do with 2 of those shoes? Give them to an enormous drag queen? What happens?
There's music.
There is music. And glamorous persons. Can anyone think of a third Devil Wears Prada song I haven't yet sung in front of this?
Can you sing Suddenly I See? Suddenly I See.
That's not from the music. That's Katie Tunstall.
That's from the movie.
Are you trying to hear what they're singing?
No, it's from the movie.
It's from the first film.
It's from the first film. That's the first thing I think of from Devil Wears
When you
Prada.
have the montage and
yeah,
she's
when
doing
she's
all the
walking.
clothes.
Yeah.
I've seen the show 2 times since seeing the film last, which was years ago.
The film stays with you.
But from the stage show,
Bon Voyage.
No, lost it.
Bon
Pour one out for me. Last night, J-Lo's entourage. Oh, Bon Voyage. Nailed it. And Bon Voyage, seamless transition. Bon Voyage from part 1 of this vlog.
I was trying to think of another song. Bon Voyage.
Okay. Be a Miranda girl. And Miranda Girl from part 1 of the vlog. See, it doesn't work as well.
No.
Bon Voyage really here. We'll go back to that. Okay. Bon Voyage from part 1 of the New York Spring 2026 vlog. We will see you for part 2 next weekend. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you're doing everything you got to do to make sure you don't miss that video next weekend, because tomorrow is a Tuesday and we have a 2-show day, including one of the most anticipated shows of this trip, and a really exciting play as well. Much to look forward to.
I'm not seeing that play.
In the coming days.
I'm not, am I?
Proof?
Oh!
You're not coming to Proof? Does anyone want to come join me?
What am I seeing?
Do any of these people want to come to Proof?
Thursday! That's the day I'm going
That's
with
later.
Kate.
Anyway, we'll see you then, where apparently I need a +1 for Proof. In the meantime,
No, I'm going.
we hope everyone is staying safe and you have a stagey day. Bye-bye. For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!